Today for Motivational Monday, I'm really looking to talk to you about a mindset that can change your life, one that has the power to shift you from hesitant and halfway into unstoppable and fully committed. So this is what's called burn the boats. And you might have heard this. David Goggins is famous for this, for talking about burning the boats. Another individual wrote a book on burning the boats. So you might have heard this phrase before, and maybe it's in that David Goggins speech or that book, but today we're really going to break it down. So what does it really mean to burn the boats? Why is it so powerful? And how can it truly help you stop holding back and finally go all in on the things that matter most? So let's dive in. What does burn the boats really mean? Now, this phrase, burn the boats, comes from a real historical event. And in 1519, the Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez arrived in the New World with a small army. And they were vastly outnumbered. They were in unfamiliar terrain and had every logical reason to retreat if things got tough. But Cortez gave the order that changed everything. He told the men to burn the ships that they had just arrived on, to destroy them, to remove the option to retreat. Why? Because without the ability to go back, they had no choice but to succeed. They had to fight as if their lives depended on it, because they did. And you know what happened? They won. Not because they were the strongest, but because they were the most committed. So let's bring this home. We all have boats in our lives. We all have backup plans. We have escape routes. We have excuses just in case. We call them safety nets. We say we want to be healthy. We want to start a new business. We want to improve our relationships. But we keep one foot on the dock just in case it doesn't work out. So maybe your boat is the job that you hate, but you're afraid to leave. The gym membership that you never use, but you won't cancel it because you still might go. The toxic relationship you know is holding you back, but you're scared to face what comes next. But here's the truth. As long as the boat is still there, part of your brain is still planning your escape. You're not fully committed. So when you burn the boats, you remove the exit strategy. You unlock a new version of yourself. The version that finds a way instead of finding a way out. When there's no plan B, plan A gets done. You stopped entertaining excuses. You stop being half in. You stop wondering, what if it doesn't work? And you start asking, how do I make it work? That's the difference between dabblers and finishers. Between people who wish and people who win. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I burn the boats and I fail? Well, let me ask you this. What if keeping the boats is what guarantees your failure? Because when you give yourself a way out, you'll take it the moment things get hard. And let's be honest, anything worth doing will get hard. So burning the boats doesn't mean acting recklessly. It means committing fully, knowing that your future depends on it. It's the difference between trying and doing. And that difference is everything. So here's the challenge this week. I want you to identify one boat that you need to burn. What's the safety net or the excuse you've been holding on to? What's keeping you from just going all in? Then make a declaration. Write it down, share it with someone, say it out loud, put it on school, declare your commitment to what it takes, no matter what. And then take action without a backup plan. Show up for the workout, launch the new project, have a hard conversation. Do the thing as if there's no turning back, because there isn't. So you're not really made for halfway living. You were made for purpose, for progress, for power. But to access that life, you have to stop dipping your toes in the water and start diving in head first. You have to burn the boats. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. So this week, I challenge you to do just that. Make a bold move, fully commit, leave no exit, no escape route, no plan B, and watch what happens when you give yourself no other option but to win. So overall, thanks for joining me today for Motivational Monday. If this message hits home to you, I'd love to hear what boat you're going to be burning this week. So drop it in the comments when I post this replay. You can message me directly if you want to do that. But until next time, burn the boats, own your life, go all in. All right, guys, I'll see you in the gym.